Hello guys, in this video I want to be telling you guys some advantages of broilers and also some advantages of noiler chickens, so that if you are someone that wants to go into poultry farming, you should consider the one that you want to go into, whether broilers, whether layers, whether noilers. But for this particular video I'm going to be talking about just broilers and noiler beds. So this chicken you are seeing on the screen here is a broiler chicken. So some of the few advantages of the broiler chicken is that they grow very fast within a short period of time. So this broiler chicken here on your screen, they are just 2 months plus, but you can see their sizes, they are quite big. But when it comes to the noilers grow to maturity at 6 months and start laying their eggs at 6 months. So for the noiler beds, there are some of the things you need to look out for before even buying them. Noiler beds can consume a lot of food before getting to maturity, but broiler beds with very little quantity of food, broiler beds can get to maturity. As you can see, these broiler beds are just 2 months. So if you are calculating 2 months, although the broiler beds eat a lot more than the noilers have a lot of things I like. And for people that are beginning farming that don't really have a lot of capital, I would advise you to go for the noilers. You can see these little broiler beds on your screen here. They are just passing the brooding stage, and at this brooding stage, if you are someone that is not really experienced, you might lose a lot of broilers. If you are not really experienced with broiler farming, you might lose a lot of your broiler beds might die, because when they come at that a day old, they are very, very fragile. So you need a lot of experience to take care of them. But for the noiler beds, they might not be like that, because the noilers are way stronger than the broilers. So the noiler beds are way stronger. So that is one advantage, that the noiler is better than the broiler. And one of the things I like about the noiler beds is that even if you keep them outside, they should be roaming about, and you feed them once a day, they will still do very, very well. So some of the few tricks I use in my farm here is that once I get a noiler chicken and I want to keep it, once they're up to 2 months, I allow them to roam around the farm. Then when it's evening, they go into their house. They know their house, they just walk in there. All I need to do is lock the door. So for the broilers, you can't do them like that. You can't do the broilers like that, because you have a target weight that you want to get within these 8 weeks, or let's call it 2 months. You have a target weight so that you can feed your market. So for the broilers, you can't do them like that. So as you can see, the noilers, they roam about my compound, then I feed them. So this is my rabbit farm. So I feed the noilers just here. Then maybe I feed them once a day. Then they can just pick little droppings of food around and some little leaves. They eat a lot of leaves like bitter leaf, the cassava leaf. I also feed them banana stems. I'll do a video showing you guys how I feed my chicken banana stem and plantain peels. I'll do a video for you guys so you see. So another thing with the noilers is that you can set a particular place for them. When once they are 6 months, they can start laying their eggs. The noiler beds can start laying their eggs at 6 months. I'm going to show you a little setup I did for my chicken to be laying their eggs. So once you put it like that, they are going to go in a hidden place and lay their eggs, and you are going to be getting their eggs, and it's extra income for you. So if you have 10 noiler hens, at their peak, you should be getting up to 10 eggs every day without feeding them much. Even if you feed them once a day, they can still lay their eggs very, very well from experience. It does not reduce their egg size. It does not make their egg not to be really good. The egg is perfect. As you can see, I even have some of the local chickens around them. So most times what I do is that if I want to hatch noilers, I don't even buy them. If I want noilers, I don't buy them. When my local chickens wants to cover their egg, I just take 2 or 3 noiler eggs and add to it, and the local chickens are going to cover it. So farming is really, really interesting. You just need to know what works for you best. So this is the setup we did for our noiler hens to be laying their eggs. This kind of setup, this is what we did. for them to be laying their eggs. So as you can see, there's one noiler hen inside that place. She wants to lay her egg. I'll be showing you guys another clip of her after she went out. She laid the egg, and you'll be seeing the egg there. All you just need to do is cut a little bucket like this and put sawdust or sand. They're going to come there and lay. So this was after she laid her eggs and went out. She laid one egg, and we'll be getting more after now. So you just know what works best for you and stick to it. If it is noilers you want to go into, if it is broilers you want to go into, if it is layers you want to go into. What I really like about the noilers is that noilers, you can cut cost a lot. You can decide on feeding them the corn chaff. Some of you guys know what we call pap, like the pap they do for little babies. Those chaff of corn you wash from it. You can decide feeding it to these noiler beds after fully drying it. They won't have any issues. You can decide to feed them plantain peels. They won't have issues. You can decide you might not even be giving them medication. They won't have issues because they are just like the local. Their gene is really strong. But when it comes to the broilers are really, really fragile. Any little thing, you might lose them if you are not very careful. You need to vaccinate them. You need to give them medications, anticoccidiosis, multivitamin, and some of the medications to help boost their immune system so they don't get diseases and all. So for these noilers, it's not like that. So for me, if I want to prefer someone that does not have a lot of capital, that want to go into poultry farming, and you don't have a lot of capital, I'll prefer you to go for the noilers. You go for the noilers. The noilers are really perfect. But if you are someone that have a lot of capital, the broilers is great, because one thing that is very interesting with the broilers is that within a short period of time, you get your return in investment. After 2 months, you can sell out your broilers and get your money very, very fast. But the noilers take like 6 months to get mature. And if you are someone targeting their eggs, they need to get to 6 months before they start laying these eggs for you. So you need to spend some amount of money before you start getting these eggs, and it's within 6 months. Within these 6 months, someone doing broilers have already do like 3 times and sold out. But all of them have their advantages. So you just know what works best for you and stick to it. For me, I'm doing the both, but I know the one that is very good. I'll do another video showing you guys all this kind of stuff. We'll be posting more videos about farming, snail farming, poultry farming, rabbit farming, and others. Thanks for watching this video. Do have a nice day and peace out.